Hey guys, this is Brick, and welcome back to Dungeon World. In the last segment, Gregor and Rory were having a lovely stroll. Juandig and the mysterious woman on the third floor of the blacksmith's house were talking to each other. And
I just peed my pants.
Thelian pissed himself when a giant man with a hammer and an apron was walking towards the house. He decided to go, "Hey, excuse me." And he turns very angrily and goes, "What do you want?" Thelian, how do you reply?
I kind of like step back a little, you know. Obviously,
calm down, buddy.
Yeah. Like
Hey.
taken back by his attitude. And I'm like, are you the blacksmith?
And he just puffs air out of his mouth. I am a blacksmith. I'm the best blacksmith in this damn town, but that fool, that cheat Roderick, thinks that he's better than me.
Okay.
Wait.
Well, yeah.
There he is, that scum.
Roderick is the blacksmith.
And as he says, there he is, that scum. Another massive burly man with an apron walks from the other side of the plaza towards the same house.
Oh God.
Also wielding a hammer, but with long black hair rather than short black hair of the man you've been talking to.
Oh God.
Before you can even get a word in edgewise, this huge man with short black hair cries out, "You cheats! You come here! I need to talk to you!" And Roderick looks up.
Step out of the way.
Yeah, you probably should. And the long-haired blacksmith, who you can now assume is Roderick, comes walking up, and they both get in each other's faces. They're both like 6'1", 6'2". They're like as wide as a fucking truck, and they're built like trucks as well. And now they're just in each other's faces, like 2 inches away. And Roderick says, "What?" with a very what, just not a very happy voice. He almost sounds like an orc. He's so guttural. And the big short-haired man says, "You stole my designs." And he kind of like claps the hammer in his other hand, like ding. It makes a ding because his calluses are apparently made of iron. And Roderick says, "I did no such thing. You think I would stoop to your terrible level? Your work is utter shite." And he spits out, as he says, "Shite!" It's just, "Bleh." And then the short-haired one takes a step back and goes, "No! I will not be insulted." These are the manliest men in the world, and they're just shouting at each other, just pissed off. And as he roars, Roderick goes, "Roar!" And they they're a couple paces back, both holding their blacksmith's hammers, ready to swing. Thelian, are you gonna do anything about this?
No, I mean, this is exactly what I wanted.
All right, excellent.
Perfect, mission accomplished.
And they begin to battle it out. As soon as they swing their hammers, they both grab each other's arms and stop the hammers from coming down. And they're simply locked, hand against wrist, against hand against wrist, staring at each other, growling. These manly men. Upstairs, Juandig. It's too funny. I'm sorry. Every time you do it, it's hilarious to me. You just said someone who could help you to the woman who is apparently bedridden one moment and then not the next.
Oh yeah, she's totally faking, obviously.
Yeah. What could you possibly offer me?
I pause a moment and then stand up and say, "Please, come in. Have a seat." And walk over towards the window.
She is kind of taken aback by your strange tactic of making her bedroom your office.
Exactly.
But is intrigued by your total weirdness of the situation.
My total charm.
And leans against the dresser rather than sitting down. The dresser is on the same wall as the window, by the way, so you're kind of on the wall against each other. And she says, "You're your office, your place. This is my home. This is my husband's home. And when he gets here, he's going to crush you. He's going to crush you, and I'm going to love it. And as she finishes saying that, you both hear like a faint on the outside. And she kind of perks up her ears and says, "That must be him now, destroying someone else. You'll be next."
That sounds like fun out there. But you're mistaken. I never claimed this to be a place that is mine. I'm merely making you a proposition. Now I turn around and I look around the room, and I'm really trying to eyeball where a safe would be.
As you look around the room, she says, "You won't find it. I know why you're here. You're not the first. You think you are the first that fool merchant has sent to collect his money?"
Perhaps. But back to what I was saying. And I walk over to the painting that's on the wall. And I just stare, pondering at the painting, while I say, "You seem to be someone who is deceitful, are you not?"
And she kind of stutters a little bit. It's like, no, what do you mean deceitful? I'm as truthful of a woman as any.
Perhaps.
Partly.
In one way. And perhaps you are lying to your husband, as it seems, if he truly is.
She kind of eyes at you, kind of dangerously now, no longer playful, and like, "Oh, I've beaten you," as she was before. She says, "What do you want?"
I simply need something from this house. And that something can be acquired on my own. All I need from you is to get back in bed, wait for your husband, and I was never here. However, if that doesn't happen, then perhaps something different will happen. Something that maybe you don't want to.
She looks at you, her eyes thinning and glaring. Downstairs, behind the ornate swords, there's a false wall. Now get out, and if you say a word of what you saw, you will not survive this city. I have many powerful friends. And she's just like totally like threatening. You can't tell if she's blowing smoke out of her ass or if she actually has power, because she's kind of like, "Fuck."
I just kind of turn slightly and smile at her, It's the half smile, like, good.
Thank you.
I'm glad we've come to an understanding. And I take one last look at the painting. I try to measure its value.
It's a rather nice painting. There's another one just like it downstairs.
Yeah, so I don't really find it all that interesting. And proceed to the ladder, give her a little wink, and then proceed to the second floor.
She glares back at you as she climbs back into bed, and you make your way back down to the second floor. Now the ornate swords are directly underneath the giant pig with a man on it painting. You walk over.
Yep.
You remove the swords.
Yep.
And you press against the wall.
I mean, I'm opening this false wall
okay.
is what I'm trying to do.
As you press your hand against the wall, you feel it turn, similar to a bookcase's secret passage. And on the other side is a bag, and piles of gold. You count it up in your head. You've seen money like this before. You're Juan Big. And you're like, yeah, that's about 3,000.
All right, well, is it just like 3,000 total, or is there like 6,000?
It's about 3,000. Give or take. Most likely give.
4,000.
Most likely give. It looks like a little more than 3K.
All right, well, I will take the 3K at least. I would like to take a little bit more for myself, obviously.
Mm-hmm. If you can just take it all.
All right. How much is that?
It's a little over 3,000. You don't. If you can, you want to count it right now?
No.
I didn't
I'm
think
just
so.
saying, like, here's 3,000. Here's another 3,000. Like,
No, it's not nearly that much more.
I will do that. I will grab the money, put it in my bag, close the false wall, and then take one last look at the array of weapons. And is there like just a dagger along the wall that looks very fancy?
Yes, there is. There is a dagger adorned with rubies against the wall. On its hilt.
Well, I will.
It seems to be the only dagger in the room. He very much has a proclivity for large.
I will take that dagger.
All right, so you go ahead and pocket it. Does that leave you with 2 daggers?
I now have 3 daggers.
Jesus, dude. You want to just add one to your throwing knives?
I mean, I'll be doing stuff with this in a bit.
Oh, okay. Master of daggers over here is going to fan of knives and just throw out like 12 daggers at once in all directions. Okay.
And then I will proceed down to the bottom floor.
Okay. As you get onto the ladder, the scene changes.
The camera zooms out.
Flies down on top of Gregor and Rory, who are climbing the steps onto the wall's defenses. And as you get up there, you look around, and there are no guards. There's no one there. And Rory immediately goes, "This wall should be manned. It was manned just an hour ago. There were 2 other men here. I left. I took my leave. One of them replaced me." What is going on?
We're under attack.
We're under attack? Jesus, that was really sudden.
Like, check over there.
He's
And I'll check over here.
Went to a rock. Check that rock.
As you look around the wall, there's simply no one there. There's no one. There's no bodies. There's no human there.
Is there like a massive army out in the distance now?
The sun is setting at this point, but you see no army, and there's a pretty good expansive plain in front of you. So
Okay.
doesn't seem to be any approaching army.
Okay. We're okay.
We okay.
We okay.
Underneath this wall is a gate, a rather large gate, and it seems to have been left open.
Like to the outside?
They open in. They open in.
Wait, where does the gate go to?
Outside of town, yes.
Oh, outside town. Okay. And they're open.
Mm-hmm.
And from on top of the wall, we don't see any. Oh, it is kind of dark, isn't it?
Yeah, it's starting to. It's twilight essentially, so it's starting to get really hard to. It's like that brief moment where it's very hard to see.
So would people be using torches by now? We
No,
don't see any,
torches are going to be lit very shortly, but not yet.
Okay.
I can't remember what time I said it was before, so I mean, if this heist of Wandigs has taken 8 hours, so be it.
Probably be over the course of like
You were moving
really tall
so
ladders.
slowly up that ladder. You're just,
Really tall ladders.
it was like like Metal Gear Solid ladder. You were on there for an hour and a half.
I mean,
or more.
I was dancing around with my thing for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been like
Probably a
literally.
couple hours.
You've been there for 6 days, just flipping, honing your skills. And the crowds are like, "Wow, he's still going, huh? That's interesting." Okay, so Rory says, "This is wrong. Why is the gate open?" And as he says that, you can hear the faint ringing of bells coming from the Paladin's order building. Dong, 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 dong. And these are you recognize these bells. These are emergency bells. Something has gone horribly wrong.
No.
And are those the bells from the thing we're just at? The
Yeah,
chapel
from
place?
your building, the important building. And as you hear these bells, you see one lone horse galloping as quickly as it can down the alleyway you walked. The people in the streets back up to the walls to get out of this thing, and it seems to be making a break for the gate.
And we'll close the gate. You don't pull the lever?
Close the gates! Close the gates! Rory says as you think. And you go, there are 2 winches up there that you can pull, and it slowly starts closing the gate. But the horse is gaining, and you're going to have to use all of your strength to close the door.
Roll.
Roll! 2d6 plus your strength.
Oh, hey, I'm not ready. Hold on.
Even in roll 20.
How much strength do I have?
Ah, well done.
I'm so strong.
Okay, so you begin pulling the winch, and as the horse gets closer, you slow down. And then right before the horse makes its final approach, you and Rory both pull with all of your might and slam the gate in front of him. And he reins up on his horse and falls back. What do you do? If I give you a silence, Brandon, take it.
Okay, is this guy like a hooded kind of guy?
He's wearing a brown hood and paladin's armor.
Is
now
he
that you look
holding
closer,
anything, like a bag or something?
he has a sack around his belt, a large sack,
Okay.
about the size of, I guess, my head. I'm trying to think of something without like making a shape because you can't see me.
Oh, okay. I go down to where the gate is. Like, good thing we got that shut. It should have been shut a long time ago. And I'm like, oh, who's this guy?
Oh, who's
Hey,
this
you okay,
guy?
friend?
Why?
He's the new guy.
Why would you immediately? Okay, I guess you would assume he's a friend. I guess he's wearing paladin
Oh,
armor and you're
yeah.
retarded. So, as you go down the stairs, he makes his way back up to his feet and brushes himself off. And as he sees you coming down the stairs, and you say, "What seems to be the hurry, friend?" Or "Are you okay, friend?" Or whatever it is that you said. He pulls a sword out from his belt and faces you with his hood pulled down over his face.
The crowd gasps.
The crab gasps.
One man faints from overgas.
What did I just say? Hold on.
The crowd.
The crab gasps is what I said.
Who's the crab?
There's no way to even mix that up. It's not the crask gaubs. I just really messed up that word. Okay. The crowd gasps as he pulls the sword, but none of them move forward. They just simply form like a little Wild West kind of line around them.
Is this anywhere near where I am?
No, you guys can hear the bell faintly in the distance, but it means nothing to you. You aren't a paladin. You don't know what it means.
I think it's just a.
It's just a bell. It's like, oh, it's 8 o'clock. Cool.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Right, cool.
Rory immediately puts his own hand on his sword at his belt. Or he would. He reaches for his hilt and finds no weapon. It was my day off. Damn it. One more day till retirement. How do you react to this guy drawing a blade on you?
Be like, whoa, buddy. Wait, what's going on here? What are you doing?
He doesn't say a word. He simply holds his ground sword, now
Is he,
touching
like,
the ground
moving
behind
away?
him. No, he's just not moving. He's waiting.
Okay, we wait with him.
You're not gonna pull out a weapon or anything?
I'll hold up. I want to talk to him.
Are you on the stairs or are
Whoa.
you down on the ground now? Are you stopped on the
Whoa.
stairs?
Huh?
You're stopped on the stairs, right?
I'm gonna be like, think about what you're doing, buddy. Well, you okay? Just calm down.
You'd make a great cop.
You could really talk someone off the edge.
Are you standing on the stairs still, or have you moved down to the floor?
I'm pretty much like arm's length with him. I helped him up.
No,
helped
you
him up?
didn't.
You did
Wait,
not
you weren't
help
even
him.
close to this dude when he stood up. You were halfway down the stairs when he stood up and drew his blade.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. Well, I would have been. So I'm just walking up to him or whatever happened.
You're just walking up to him.
No, like before once he pulled out his sword, I just stopped walking.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good that you
That's
did
what
that.
he wanted to know.
That's all I needed to know is, are you walking at this dude with your arms at your side saying, "Hey man, how are you?" And then you just get fucking killed. Rory keeps his
like a friend.
Rory keeps his hand on the banister, and he's just a couple steps up the staircase, and you kind of slowly have moved towards the swordsman and stopped at a safe distance. And what do you say?
Whoa, what you doing there? Paladin, sir?
And you hear like a whispering, slithering, like snake sort of voice come out and say, "You should not have stopped me."
So he has his hood on still, I'm guessing?
Correct.
Like, why don't you, put the sword down and take off the hood maybe, and we can be pals. No?
The man in the hood lowers his head slightly, and you hear like it's a laugh, but it's a very strange laugh. It has a hiss to it. You're a fool. And he dives towards you.
Whoa. Wasn't there like a...
Are you going to make shit up that I didn't say right now?
Gonna do a move, right?
What does parlay do?
Parlay is you have to have leverage.
I don't know what it is, okay? Somehow. It just sounds good.
If you have leverage over someone, then you can like force the truth out of them using parlay.
Is there anything I can use charisma on? Because we're just talking.
You didn't have any leverage over him or anything.
What good is charisma?
You have I presented an opportunity. Let's just talk about parlay because it's a very hard move to use correctly. I presented an opportunity to Juan Dig. He didn't take the bait, but he could have parlayed with the woman to say like, "Hey, I know you're faking sick. Where's the money?" And then he could have rolled his charisma. But instead he just went directly. And I was like, you know what? It makes a lot of sense for her just to give it up because she doesn't want to do whatever the hell she's doing. So I just went with it. But that's an example of charisma. It's like interrogating. Like if you nearly kill an enemy, he's like bleeding on the ground. You can parlay with them. And warriors can like fighters like Thelian. There's a move later where he can use parlay with strength if he's rather than charisma because he's like, where are they? It's like, where are the other guys going? Just goes full Batman on that. But yeah, there's no need to parlay there. So he dives forward, and it's almost inhuman. His feet seem to skate across the ground rather than run.
Okay.
So what do you do?
I sit there and take it, letting him cut my head off.
So I can make a new character.
Because I thought he was my friend, and that's what friends do.
He's wearing paladin armor.
I do something.
Okay. All right, good start.
What's something?
What sort of something did you have in mind?
I'm gonna try to be quick and dodge this. I'm guessing my shield's not up or whatever, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to pull your shield off and say he's pretty swift, so you're gonna try and move out of the way.
Okay. Yeah.
Go ahead and
roll
2d6 plus your dicks. Your dicks, apparently. Roll 2d6 plus your dicks.
I got like 3 of those.
What?
Dicks? You got 3 dicks.
I mean, you know.
All right, Thelian. Cool. Good lore. I'm going to bring that up now.
Yeah.
Fucking tribe.
Dude, Jezebel or whatever the hell her name is, totally into it.
Pretty fast.
Oh, yeah, you're so fast.
Sick
Very
roll.
fast.
Okay.
Fast.
So I'm going to give you some unforeseen consequences here.
Probably should have tried to like block with your gauntlets or something.
You managed to shuffle out of the way. And the man dashing moves straight past you. He doesn't stop.
No.
He continues forward.
It was his last day.
And his blade plunges into Rory's heart.
No.
It was too fast, Rory didn't react. He must have had something to drink after he was told he got time off. But he's now grasping the stairs next to him and says, "What? No, the girl, the strawberries." And that's the last thing he thinks of. The last thing he thinks of is that girl that made him so happy. And the blade is pulled out, and he stumbles forward and falls and collapses face first into the ground.
Thelian shows up with the girl. Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hey! Ooh, that's
you just whisper into his ear, Thelian is going to bang her.
How in God's name would Gregor know that? Okay. Anyway. Gregor, how do you respond to this? Just kidding. We're moving. We're taking a break. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. I'll see you next time. Byron, help. Byron.
What?
Byron.
It's just a break.
Shit, you're right. Break time.